Like me, I'm be like,
Literally, I'm talking to myself the whole time.
be like, oh, that's crazy. I guess we'll do it another day. That's how spiteful he would be.
Just like a Virgo.
Virgo.
What's up, guys? My name is Chana, and we're back on Unhinged as F, where we loosen the screws and let it all hang loose. Today on the show, we have a very special guest, the host of Girl Friday herself, Yoshika.
The queen of letting it hang loose. Okay. Just kidding. No, but yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for everything. I mean, I'm here because you let me on your show, Girl Friday.
Thank you. I mean, no, you had a podcast before me, so my main thing was like trying to interview you on the process because I know you did everything on your own.
Yeah, I did start on my own, and I was like, fuck that noise. We got Ever now.
Yeah, I'm like, listen here, girl. We got Ever over here.
Yup. Shout out to Ever.
Slowly been putting people on. Ever. Okay, this is not about Ever. Okay. No, but I'm excited that it's come full circle to this moment.
Yeah. Now we're in Dawa HQ.
Woo! Yeah.
They making big moves. Big moves.
They just built this whole wall.
Just a bigger wall. That's all it is.
It's nice.
No, just kidding. They're doing big things. Big things.
I know. I want to see like an art gallery in here. Okay, I'm like trying to run Dawa. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, what have you been up to, since last podcast? A whole bunch of everything.
Forgetting my hard drive, editing stuff at home. I've been like in LA. I like tried to DJ. I've DJ'd in LA. I've been like practicing for a year and a half, but like I don't know, just trying to find things where I can actually get paid for my artistry, like. But I just got an apartment in Houston. I mean, here in Austin. So yeah. I'm in Austin and LA.
So how's that going between Austin and LA? Like, how are we doing with this? That's a lot of traveling, don't you feel?
Yeah, it is. Well, I feel like in LA, I've learned a lot about like marketing and like the business, like how rigged it is, but like just like mainly marketing skills and strategies and
for sure.
Networking. And I feel like now that Austin is more calm as far as like pricing or people moving in and out, like I know a lot of Californians regretted moving here, so some of them are out.
Good.
I feel like it's kind of like like the level field is like
it's leveling itself out. Yeah.
So I think I moved at a good time because now like with Dawa here and like what I've learned in LA, and I really need to start working on my nonprofit more.
So what's the next project for that looking like? What you thinking?
Like a fundraiser party, kind of like what I did in LA, like raffles and stuff like that. Kind of just like got all these companies to sponsor me with different things and then did raffles. But to be honest, I was working with another person and it was just really hard working with them. Like, we made it to the party, everything was great, everyone had fun, but I was like too like traumatized to even witness it. I was like, and then I was DJing for a long time, so I wasn't even like enjoying anything. But
she said, I'm working.
But everyone had fun and everyone won a prize, and it like we only made a little bit, but ultimately it's for my short film. So I really want to have another fundraiser to finish funding that because I want to hire like women in production, like AV, doing AV, or people of color like casted for the film. So that's like my next.
That's what's up.
I hope so. Like I'm talking like I know, but I don't know.
Nah, you'll do it. I see it happening.
I'll try, but yeah, that's my goal.
That's what's up. So what's the difference between the cultures? Austin versus LA. What are the big ones for you?
Well, I give LA people a lot of props because I was telling this girl, was like, yeah, like, Texas is conservative and racist and scary, but at the end of the day, like, we all, like, white people, black people, and Hispanic people all have to live amongst each other.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like, we're all kind of still getting along. Like, it's just like family racism. I don't know what the word for that is. It's like inherently racism more than like actual racism. I feel like
yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, you have to teach your kids to be racist before they even know what that is.
Exactly.
Like, it has to be taught.
But since we all kind of like co-live amongst each other, I feel like we all kind of have this like underlying of we have each other's back, sort of. But in LA, it's more segregated. Like, there's Koreatown, Chinatown, Little Bangladesh. East Side is all Hispanic. Inglewood, South LA is just more like, there's a mix of black and brown there, but there's neighborhoods that are just black. Like, God forbid I'm in Malibu or like Beverly Hills, or like, what the heck are you doing here?
Yeah, in their territory.
But I give them props because they had to fucking like really live through all that to still be confident enough to put art out or to create stuff or to like, because they're really creative. And so I think the difference is like most communities stick with each other there, like with their people,
like their loyalty runs strong.
And they've been through like a lot with, you know.
Well, I couldn't imagine like what they would have to go through just to keep it that way.
Yeah.
You know, like that sounds like a struggle within itself. Yeah. You know, because it just like reminds me of like East Austin here. You know, there's all of it's going away. The hood's barely there.
Yeah.
It's just, I could see why people would not want to see that happen. So it's almost like, I guess I kind of respect it. Like you really did that. Like you kept it that way.
Like I go off on LA because at the end of the day, it's like, it's like a hustle city. It's like Houston, you know. So I feel like there's a lot of like culture appropriation and obviously entertainment system. Everyone wants to be an entertainer and make it.
For sure.
But yeah, like, so I'll be talking shit, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, no, like I give them props. Like they've actually had the courage to actually put their work out there.
Yeah, everyone's there for a reason. Everyone's there for a reason. They're trying to get their bag.
Yeah.
Which way that they feel is appropriate.
So I think those are just like the little differences. But I don't know what Austin has in store for me now. It's new here, I guess. So we'll see.
What are you thinking, you know?
I think like right now the DJ community is a little gatekeepy and it's kind of weirding me out. But other than that, like everything's gravy. I mean, I just like, I don't know.
Well, what makes you think that the DJ community here is gatekeeping?
I don't know. I also watched Princess Diaries, so I was crying earlier. So I'm all emo. But I don't know. I feel like I've been practicing for a year and a half. Everyone DJs differently.
For sure.
Like, everyone. And then, like, our energy, like, the vibes we set, the equipment we bring, it's expensive. It's not even insured by the venues. And, like, all of that takes a lot of time to even drive there and blah, blah, blah. And I just feel like it's
drive there, set up, have the equipment.
Yeah, I feel like that stuff. It's underappreciated, and they kind of like are toying with like, oh, who has the most followers, or like.
Well, yeah, because that's all it's about. That's.
But it's like half of my followers are fake people like reporting me. So who cares? Like.
Yeah, I feel some type of way about followers too, because it's like me, obviously, like I want brand deals, but brands only really take people serious unless they have 10K.
Right.
Like they're not going to pay me the big bucks until I got 10K. I might get like $500 offers for a post here and there, but that, I mean, I feel like I'm way more worth that, but I have to prove them with vanity metrics.
Right.
You know? And it's just stupid because it doesn't mean that I'm
I don't even know what the fuck that is, but damn.
Just vanity metrics, just like followers, you know, views, you know. So just it doesn't like it's not like the actual grade of like the content itself, but just what people think looks good.
Yeah, like the formal presentation.
Yeah.
You got that down. That's cool. Yeah, no, people deserve more. Like, especially, you know, if I'm putting someone I don't know. I'm really like egalitarian. Like if I know something, I'm gonna put you on game. Like
That's me too.
and I just want people to do the same towards me, and it's never really the case. And I'm just like,
Well, yeah, because everyone. Well, I wouldn't say everyone, because like I don't feel that way about people until they show me they move that way.
yeah.
But a lot of people, I feel like, at least I've been fortunate enough to encounter these people lately.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people that are just put you on straight game without you even asking.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh well, this is this and this, and this is what worked for me. You should try it out. Here's an idea. You know, and it's just like I don't understand why people gatekeep so much, or like low key want to see you fail. You know, like
Literally.
it's fucking weird.
It's weird because it's like
what do you get out of that? You get nothing. You get nothing. If anything, you get a bad rep for talking so much shit, like hater shit at that.
if anything, you get karma. Like, what are
that
we doing
too.
here? Like, we're literally all trying to eat. We're literally all trying to do our like artistry, and like it only makes sense to put people on who have put you on and keep doing. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that.
That's how it works. That's how rich people keep their circle. Like, if people just making new opportunities, they keep putting their homies on.
Yeah.
And the money goes full circle. At least when you got a good one.
I guess it's just weird. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand.
But
it's a popularity contest
yeah,
out here most of the time, and it's bullshit, I feel. And I'll be running for the popularity contest, and I feel like it's bullshit.
I feel like the LA marketing type strategy, like a lot of LA's culture, like white culture, has rubbed off on Austin too. So
well, yeah, that's what, like, before I moved here, because I come from a country ass town, you know, they're like the LA of Texas, you know,
right.
Austin's the LA of Texas, and that's what I hear all the time.
Yeah, I'm ready to move to San Francisco and live like me at Thermopolis and get a little like Mustang and no, but I like that because you're a Leo, right?
Yes.
I'm jealous. Like I hate that I'm an Aries. Like out of the fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sag. I'm like, fuck. Why didn't I get Leo? Like,
see, I'm a Leo, but I'm a Sagittarius rising.
Me too. I'm a Sag rising.
No wonder.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, I go off, disappear, travel, like dip, like do my own thing at the beach. By the time you're like, I can't. Like, such a Sag. But my moon is in Pisces, so I'm like a crybaby, emo, like
for sure.
Dark emotion. Okay.
Well, yeah, that explains a lot, you know, and how we deal with things.
Yeah, but I like Leos. I think that you guys like do a lot of self-care.
Yeah.
And so you like focus on you and like
try to.
And you're really smart. Leos are really smart and they're really like laser focused.
She said it, not me.
I'm like, why couldn't I be a fucking Leo?
You're over here making my head fucking 10 times bigger.
I like it. My best friend in LA is a Leo. Her name's Satan's Wifey on Instagram.
Oh my God, I follow her.
Yeah. She's a Leo, but she's like really like I don't know, helped me a lot. Like during like, bad times, she'll give me the best pep talk.
Oh yeah, we're good at those. Yeah, for sure.
And she'll like put out information for artists on how to submit, how to get their she will like not gatekeep, and she's just like really real.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I don't understand how people can not be that way. Like, how is that not the default? You know, I don't know.
People feel threatened.
For sure. That's a big one. Like, I know I make people feel threatened, and I do nothing to try to make them feel threatened. Like, what am I doing? I'm just being me. Why you mad, bro?
I don't know.
It's weird. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know, girly.
Yeah.
I love your cards, though.
Thank you. It's the old logo.
I'm excited. So how does your show go? Okay, I'm over here interviewing.
Well, I've been trying to figure it out a lot lately. This is the first time I used the cards.
Because I'm like, she's on some unhinged shit, and I'm very unhinged, so I'm scared.
You're scared for us?
Yeah, I'm scared to be too loosey-goosey.
Well, I mean, you can say whatever you want. We respect boundaries, but we also encourage everyone to be unhinged. This is because I get very distracted.
Okay. That's cute. Okay.
So, what what have you been doing for like work and like gigs or like here and there besides DJing?
So DJ for sure, but I have like a DJ gig where I'm doing the full PA system on the 22nd in LA. It's like a cannabis event.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like for queer people to tell their story, people of color, and then it's just like cannabis history lessons, just
That's
so we can be more, because we're like the main ones buying cannabis. So like we should be able to tell our stories and like also history and have like a safe space to celebrate that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's our goal, and I'm like gonna do the whole sound system and DJ, which is like I've never done that.
That's interesting. Sounds like it's a new venture. You excited?
It is. I'm not, but I'm just more nervous because I have to fly there, and to be honest, I want to fly right back.
Yeah. Or you wanted to stay in Austin a little longer now that you're here?
I just want to make my apartment more homey and like,
yeah,
I don't know, feel it out. But besides that, I obviously, do OnlyFans.
For sure. How's that been going?
That went down the drain this month for sure. Just because I had like a medical skin condition, and then I wasn't posting for 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. They're like, this bitch is MIA. Renew off.
I gave them some shit though, and they aren't appreciative. Okay.
You're saying yours went down. Mine blew the fuck up.
Good.
Mine
okay, well, give me the keys.
Well, motherfuckers would just call me fat in the comments, and my OnlyFans blew the fuck up. Like, it blew up. I've never seen this.
I told you on my podcast, I was like, dude, I did my OnlyFans during the pandemic, and I would go to like the Trump supporters. Like, I would go to Trump's page and all his followers, and I would add them because they hate me, but they really love me.
Yes. It's so fucking weird.
And I had like a shit ton of followers.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh, it was so weird. Like I had made this one reel where I was like, when you're in a public restroom and you're wearing a romper and like someone like peeks through the little crack, but the crack was fucking huge in this restroom that I was in. Yeah. So me and my homegirl I was like, let me record this dumb video because this is like funny. Yeah. So then I posted it, and I thinking nothing about it. I thought it was funny. My close followers thought it was funny. Whatever. We laughed, giggled, whatever. 2 months later, after the reel, I had posted the reel, all of a sudden, hate comments in that fucking hate comments like a motherfucker.
Thank you, hate comments.
Nothing but hate comments. It felt like, and it blew up. And I couldn't even tell you. Like every 10 minutes, I was getting a new fan.
Honestly,
every 10 minutes, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I was like in the country where I didn't have signal. So all my shit's delayed. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I'm like, damn, y'all really made me bank. Thank you.
Yeah, like I prefer hate comments than actual haters. Like, speak up, blow me up.
No, for real. For real. Run that algorithm up for me real quick. Yeah. The engagement.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I love that. That's exactly what you need to do.
Well, I didn't even know that was going to do it, but it did. And in no way did I try to promote OnlyFans on that. Yeah. Not at all.
I need to do some crazy shit then, see what's up.
No, literally, that's what happened. Like, my website engagement went up. Like, every fucking thing went up. And it was just over a stupid little reel that I thought was funny.
I love that. No, that's genius.
That's all marketing is. Yeah. You get people to engage on it, good or bad.
At this point.
Yeah.
That sounds legit. But yeah, OnlyFans, little DJ events. I mean, obviously I'm a sex worker, so doing that. But right now I'm at a point where I'm like, I need to value myself way better. Like, some guys are really gross. Some guys are just, and I'm just not doing anything for, like, I'm for the less. Like, I deserve way better. I've found way better. Period. Like, I'm not going to waste an inch of time doing something where I'm not valued. No, and I think that is translating into my art life as well. Yeah. So it's kind of hard because I'm like, oh, my art life is supposed to be like fun and, we're all supposed to be helping each other. But it's not. And then I'm like, ugh, I guess I have sex work. But yeah, those are the 3 things, I guess.
Yeah, it's always hard trying to figure it all out.
Selling vintage.
Okay. How's that?
Well, I've posted at like 2, 3 markets in LA, and one day I made 500.
Okay.
And that was the day someone got shot. It was like South LA. It was crazy.
That's wild.
It was right by my booth. They had to relocate me. I lost.
She said
like,
relocate, not just end
like
it.
2 hours. I lost like 2 hours of selling. Bella.
I would have went home. What the fuck?
Dude, this girl that DJs, her name's like Bella something, and she's like a really big DJ in LA, and she's so beautiful. And she looked at me, she like did a pouty face. She was like, and I started crying. I was like,
this bitch.
Just because I love her, like she just felt sorry for me. But anyways, I made 500 that night. But usually it's just like 150, 200. But like it depends where you post up, what's up, like. I just honestly think people shouldn't be charging more than $50 for spaces to vend.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a parking space for like less than $1,000, like less than like $500.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you selling me this for like 100? Like,
yeah, I have no idea how that works.
Like you could literally buy a little piece of land for like a little bit of hundreds of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And then for people to just like sell spaces to vendors, like a 5x8, like something small,
mm-hmm.
for like $100, like that's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah, I wouldn't
know. Because like, how are the vendors supposed to make their money back? Like, we really
that's
have to
true.
Bargain, hustle, cut deals, like. So I think that's kind of like where the money is kind of not flowing for a lot of vendors and people.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So do you plan on doing more of those, you think?
I'm doing one here this Thursday by UT, sort of, yeah.
Cute.
On the drag.
You have any pieces that you're excited to put out?
I just brought a bunch of, like, select weird pieces. Like, they all kind of go together. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, fuck, winter's coming. Like, I should have brought in some warm pieces. Like,
yeah, it's getting cold out here, surprisingly.
But yeah, and then I'm scared I didn't bring enough inventory. Like, people like options. So I'm kind of nervous, but I hope what I have sells. Like, I'm just going to, like, really price it, like, well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's part of the game, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you haven't been creating, like, any content for OnlyFans then?
No, I probably will soon. Like maybe tonight. I need to actually be more organized with it. I want to have like a content calendar and like really like set my times up, because sometimes I send messages on OnlyFans that are like for the day, like like scheduled posts, and that shit is amazing. Like
you be making sales in it that way too.
And it's just so much easier for me because I don't have to worry about tending to them all day. Like I am in a way. I just have it scheduled.
Yeah. So they feel important.
Well, yeah, but they should feel like I took the time out of my fucking day to fucking schedule it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no.
So what's some advice that you would give to people trying to get OnlyFans or in sex work, actually?
Just don't do it. No, like Cardi B said, like, broke boys don't deserve no pussy. Oh, okay, what am I? I know that's right. No, but that really hit hard one day because I was like, you know what? Like, we are too accessible for these people online, on everything. I love the freedom that sex work can bring, dancer, whatever, you know? Like, some women really need to get out of abusive relationships. And I've said this before. And, you know, on my podcast, I like to be, like, more like, how are you mentally with OnlyFans, or, like, blah, blah, blah. Instead of, like, how many bodies have you, what's your body count? Like, no.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But, yeah, my advice would just be, if you're young, I would say, like, explore your sexuality for you more, and just like know your style and be true to it
100%.
And then maybe if you feel comfortable enough and you know you want to monetize, maybe like really get logistics on it.
For sure. That's really good advice.
And then get into it, or make a bunch of content and then get into it, so that way you're not like overworking or feeling like
that's how you lead to burnout.
Yeah, very like devalued or but I also think we should all bring up our OnlyFans rates.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And also, a lot of girls should watch their followers, because some of them are like guys just stealing pics, guys just creeping,
That's
guys
true.
in relationships just lurking. Like, it's really sad.
Yeah.
So
it is.
Yeah.
It's very true. I have a lot of haters in my DMs, and as soon as they say some hateful shit, they get blocked immediately.
Yeah, people don't deserve your time as much as you want to put it out there. So really make it valuable, and like know how to like value yourself
and try to protect it.
Yeah,
like protect yourself,
because
like,
you'll enjoy it. It's enjoyable when you know, like, you create cute content and you know you're fucking that
money.
Bitch.
Yeah, period. The God complex comes through.
Yeah. So work on like your God complex, and like don't let anyone put you down and then devalue you. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You can establish your own worth. Like, it shouldn't be correlated to everyone else.
Period.
You know?
Yes, that's awesome. I really like that advice. I really like
I'm
that.
like, I don't know what else I can give. This IPA is like.
Well, this is UnhingedASF, and we do like to talk about the crazy shit. So, what's some crazy shit that you've experienced while being a sex worker?
Stop.
She's like, let me look at my notes real quick.
Well, no,
I was not
my
expecting
hand
this
is
question.
Broken,
oh.
But if I say what happened, it's just too crazy for y'all to even fathom. But basically, I set a date. It was 500. We were going to meet for coffee first. He said couple of hours. He's more of a sugar daddy, so I was like, okay, we'll give him, the sugar daddy treatment, like whatever. I asked if he could pick me up down the street. I was on Caesar, and then he did. And then we got into my parking garage, and he's like, hey, I know we said 500, but can you do 250? I was like, what kind of shit? He's like, well, I'm kind of your Uber driver, aren't I?
What the fuck?
I'm like, I don't need to be in a car with you at all. And I was like, and 250? Like, for me, where the anger comes from is like that there's young girls out here that they could be doing this to. And,
yeah, that's true.
250 is a chunk of change that they might take it. Yeah. And they're getting taken advantage of, right?
Yep.
So I was like, what the fuck? No. And then he's like, okay, then I won't pay you anything. I was like, bitch. Okay. I was just already so mad. I like punched him. I was like, you're not going to pay me anything? He's like, yeah, get out of my car. And I just like not socked him twice, and like, and then he's like, okay, I'll pay you. Basically, I fucking robbed him. Okay, whatever.
Okay, but Cardi, now I get it.
It's just, it's crazy because what am I to do? Let him go and let him be free? No, he also had fake plates.
His ass beat. He deserved his ass beat. The fuck?
It was sketchy.
That was the least you could have done.
It was sketchy. I did it for the community. Oh, okay.
No, yeah, fuck him. What the fuck? She said I had to rob him.
I'm just different. Like, I'm really nice, but like I keep up my anger really pent up, and like I use it in a time where you really have to be.
That's like, me too. Oh my god.
You think so? Is that how Leos
are? I know that's how I am, for sure. Like, yeah. Don't catch me.
I think it was the Sag rising. I was just like,
yeah, that might be it. That
too
might be
crazy. Too wild.
You don't. If you fuck me up, you done fuck me up for real. Now we're gonna have to fight. There's no choice.
Yeah, I even canceled other appointments for him. Like that's, and then I don't charge deposit for sugar daddy, so it's like kind of hard to establish that pretty much booking. Like, it's more like, oh, this should be natural, and then you have to play into it. And it's like, yeah.
You kind of just go with the flow.
Yeah, but it's like if the flow is like you're wasting my time, telling me 500, then not, and then refusing to pay me, and you have fake plates, and I just feel like you're posing a fucking big threat amongst women. Like, no.
For real, what the fuck? She says you out here cleaning up these streets.
So that's the craziest story I'll tell you right now. Like, that's right only now, when I got, right now. Because I'm really not that crazy like that. I
mean,
it really takes a lot.
I don't even feel like that's crazy. I feel like you got put in that situation and that was the appropriate feeling. Like,
but people will never understand. Like, Like,
if they don't understand, they ain't got no right to really be thinking about it.
It's hard out here for a pimp. Oh, okay. My hand hurts.
No, yeah, it is. It is. And you got to get your bag. Like, I mean, that's literally what America's about, right? Like, we're all trying to get our own bag. Like, why is everyone judging on how you get the bag then?
I'm abusive, though. I'm abusive. I need to work on, like, which I have. I've worked on using my words better. Like, I'm just going through a phase.
You're an Aries. You're an Aries.
I wish I wasn't. Like, I really wish I was not an Aries.
Yeah, that's how it is. Aries go throw the first punch. That's just what it is. I love Aries. I love them. I need me someone that's gonna throw the first punch.
I blame my parents, to be honest.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I just realized the other day, and like, you know, like some things are obvious, but some things really hit you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I realized like I can only date toxic men, like, and get along with a super toxic guy.
Yeah.
Like the only relationships I get into are with like toxic guys.
We always run back to something that's familiar.
And not toxic where they're like ghosting you, and I'm like, no, like a toxic that'll work. Like they're dumb, but they like mentally abuse you, and then you stay, and it's like, what am I doing? Like
going in their cycle. That's all it is.
And so I realized, it's like, fuck, like I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I feel you. That's me. Like, this is the first relationship that I'm in that is like healthy. Yeah. But I'm always the one that's like picking the fights. Like I can't help but be like, why'd you do that? Why are you looking at me funny? Like just picking fights with them.
Yeah.
And we have a very healthy relationship. It's the healthiest relationship I've ever had, but I have the urge to fight with him because I'm so used to it.
I think a lot of like women of color get put into this like, oh, we're feisty, we're abusive, and we're all this and that. But we've also gone through a lot of like trauma and like machismo.
Yes, 100%.
In our cultures, or even just being submissive towards our male partners.
Yeah,
and
especially as Latinas. Like, I feel like that's especially in our culture. That's what they tell us that we're to do.
Yeah.
You know, like my dad was very abusive. So like that's why I always ran to it. That was home for me, you know? And I finally just like tried to not want that anymore. But either way, I'm the one instigating it. It's been me. I've been the problem the whole time.
Right. I'm my little daddy for sure. Like, it's not good.
But yeah, it's just hard to like overcome, and like you don't know until you know.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I think I'm just growing. I'm like, I don't know. I'm learning like a lot of lessons really quickly, but like also it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Something big is coming, but I'm getting prepared for it.
For sure.
How I can best explain it.
Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, I don't know. But what's the craziest shit you've done?
Me, I haven't done much, to be honest. Not with
this week.
This week.
Since I did this today.
I ain't done shit, really.
No,
What's today?
You've been good girl.
Yeah, I'm fucking always home now, and it's like, I'm not complaining about it at all. It's what I want to do. So like my life is, I'm more like family oriented these days, but now I'm like, okay, I got to get out of that. Not necessarily like run away from my family, but I got to network, you know? So I'm like not put in like situations where I need to be talking with people. Like I'm in hermit mode, you know? So that's all I've been doing is just by myself, or, you know, by myself with my family.
That's good though.
It is good, but I do need to be around other people that are not toddlers.
Yeah. Well,
and my baby daddy.
Yeah.
That's why I be fucking fighting with him. He's the only one I got to fight with. Like.
Oh, that's true. I know. I see everyone with babies. I'm like, where do I get one? Okay.
They're so hard. Ugh.
Is there a pound by here?
A pound, bitch?
I'm just kidding. I want to be a mom so bad, but I can't. I don't think I can have kids.
That's what I thought for the longest, you know. And
Really?
I even told myself, like, I don't want kids. You know, I told myself to avoid having to deal with the heartbreak of finding out I was never going to be able to have kids, because I do have a hormone imbalance. So it was always like, oh, well, you're definitely going to struggle or never be able to have kids. And I must have struggled without even knowing, because later, like after my most recent ex, he was like telling me later, oh, I've been trying to get you pregnant. How did you get pregnant with him?
What do you
So
mean?
what? When the fuck did I consent to that?
That's a crazy shit.
When this is sexual assault, so
Yeah,
like, are
that
you like
is.
what? And yeah, and so it was just like, I guess, you know, the universe had what it had in store for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't get pregnant until
Yeah, by an abuser.
Yeah, I'm thankfully I didn't do that. And you know, my boyfriend now, he is the best supporter I could ask for.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
I feel very fortunate.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, you're making me cry. I'm watching Princess Diaries. Okay, I keep bringing it. I'm like promoting Princess Diaries on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Cut that check real quick.
Cut that check. No, but yeah, that's nice. Family is everything. Like, we're supposed to be like with our families. What are those fucking houses before the World War I? Like, there's like all these like compounds where like your family was supposed to live on, and like you're supposed to like all be around each other. And then World War I came, and then suburbs came, or I think it was after World War II.
I have no idea.
But then they made up suburbs, and like they separated a bunch of families, and I don't know. I think family is beautiful, and like I'm so proud. Like I'm glad that you're a stay-at-home mom. That's a full-time fucking job, and that's...
Well, I don't stay at home, but I'm trying to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because I used to stay at home, but then I started working a fuck ton, and then I started feeling guilty about it, and so now I'm like trying to stay home.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm in this limbo with it. So it's like missing out on family is like the worst feeling right now. So I tried to avoid that.
I feel you, but not. But I want to be.
Well, this is like the first time too that I've ever had a family that I like valued this much.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole different feeling.
Yeah, you're like creating memories.
Yeah. And then just trying to get it to where I can do this all the time or stay home all the time.
Yeah.
So it's...
Full respect.
It's tough.
I know. Or I don't know, but yeah.
Do you ever, like, besides not thinking that you can have kids, do you, like, you want to ever just settle down and have kids, or?
Yeah, my most important thing would be to build a family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
What's your, like, goal family ideal then?
Well, back then it was like obviously a guy, like 6 kids, like like a big house, like what's that Cheaper by the Dozen movie? Like, I don't know. Those were like what I was picturing, but because my grandparents were like that, like we had
most
20
of ours
cousins.
Were fuck.
They had 6 kids, 20 cousins. We'd all come over for the holidays. Like everyone would like be at the long table, like breakfast. Like the kids would eat first, then the adults. Like we would be like, no elbows on the table. Yes, please. No. Mm-hmm. Like we really were like
real family oriented.
Yeah, like tie your hair up in the morning, wash your face like a fucking military. I don't even know. And
she said, "This is camp."
Yeah, this is camp, but it's fun. And then my grandma would let me do arts and crafts in the kitchen, and like we would play outside. We'd play like house. We'd play hide and seek. It was just so fun. But so that was like my original idea of family. Obviously, a lot's changed. Now, like I've always wanted to adopt, but I want to be more financially responsible for that. So I feel like this next year I'm really gonna try and like just really stack my bread, get out of sex work, like do my films, and like really, like I have a financial advisor, and like just use all my marketing skills, just use everything I have, and like really try and be stable and like set up my career. But I would have to do that first.
Yeah, and adopting's incredibly expensive.
And yeah, people are like, aren't you scared they're gonna kill you? And I'm like,
what?
Like, that's
wait, okay,
me.
well,
like,
at what age were you trying to adopt? Like,
I don't even know. Like, maybe young, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm young. I would like to fucking be there for them, like, the whole way.
Mm-hmm. So, like, straight
My
out
thing
the
is,
womb?
Like, yeah, I mean, no, I don't know.
It's a
maybe,
lot.
Maybe.
I would take them after a year.
That would be better.
If you want to sleep a little.
But then, you know, what if they, like, are, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they, like, feel I'm not their mom. I'm just kidding now.
Well, it's just more of, like, a comfort kind of thing, you know, if you create that bond with them.
Yeah, that's true. The reason I was, like, considering adoption is because, like, I don't want to have a kid and be like, oh, you owe me respect, or you owe me this because I brought you into this world. And like, kids don't owe you anything.
Not at all. Not at all.
So I'm like, I just want to give, like, a kid the love and the guidance that it deserves, because this life is so fucking hard.
Yeah, period, sis.
But I don't know. That's, like, pretty much what I'm aiming towards. Some girl did tell me to go to a sperm bank. That was, like, another option.
That's what my best friend wants to do. She, like, doesn't even care for a man. She's like, I just want a kid. I just want to have me and my kid.
Isn't that sad? Like, women are like, we just want a kid.
They just want the kids. They don't want the men.
That's kind of really sad, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I think that women that do it, like, that's fucking amazing. You know, that's what's up. You really sought out for what you wanted and got it. That's what's up.
Yeah. Well, in due time, and we'll see. I have to really be stable and, like, mentally better, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to create a family, or, you know, that's what life's about.
Yeah, it is.
That's life.
Yeah, we have all confused ourselves into thinking that it's about money and titles.
Yeah, it's about lives. Deep.
So yeah. What do you think inspires you to, like, create?
I don't know. When I'm in LA, I'm kind of like, I don't know how to create something authentically because I'm not from LA, so I don't know, like, my inspo. I've also, like, had a platform to put other people on and, like, kind of promote them, that I've never really thought about my art pieces. Like, I have a full feature written, but that's, like, my baby, and I've worked on her for, like, 3 years. But as far as, like, any other art that I make, like, I don't know. I get really, like, scared to put out something, because, like, now I'm like, I should put my trauma into art. And
as most artists
and that's
do.
Actually so fun. And I never really even thought about it because I'm so new. I've been so shy. I've been so vulnerable. I'm, like, hiding all my artistry or whatever I like, my, like, little niches.
And you feel like you gotta tone it down?
Well, I just feel like I've kept it all in, and then I'm, like, moving cities, that I'm like, where can I draw inspo? How can I be authentic? And how can I present my artistry well? So I've taken a long time to, like, really try and create. But I think, like, what inspires me to create, honestly, I have to be, like, I have to cut off everyone. Like, I have to go off on everyone.
You gotta go hermit mode.
I have to be like, life is, like, I'm so emo. I'm so down. Like,
you gotta really get in them feelings.
And then I, like, start writing on my scripts, and they're like, I'm, like, writing so much.
Yeah.
And, like, my scripts is where I find myself the happiest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has to take, like, that. Get all toxic.
It's true. I mean, even I feel the same way. Like, I have to get away from everyone, everything, and, like, really see what I'm doing and let loose.
Yeah. Exactly. What do you like to create the most? Like, what's your passion?
I actually do, like, a lot of writing, but, like, it's only ever for me. Yeah. And it's mostly, like, what got me really realizing that I like to write was doing shadow work. And because, like, I don't know, it wasn't as difficult for me as I thought it was going to be, which I would give credit to, like, the whole writing process, actually, because, like, it just feels natural. Like it feels like it's just coming out. And I just found that very healing. So I just do that for me, and it's like nothing I'll ever share with anyone. And it's not because the stories are deep, just because I don't care to like taint how I feel about it with anyone's opinion.
Right.
You know, because it's like as soon as you put anything out there, all of a sudden everyone gets a fucking opinion on it. And it's like some people have what they would think are good opinions and whatnot, but it's like I don't really care enough to get people's insight on it. But I find it very impactful in my life. So it helps me, and it makes me feel good. And it's sometimes like I didn't even know I was feeling that way. So like that really helped me. But it's like I don't write. It's more like I'm just talking to myself. But I also feel like that's why like I started the podcast, was because I was just gonna talk my shit just out loud.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe with writing I just get a little more in depth because it feels more intimate. So that's probably my favorite.
I feel the same. Like with my podcast, I found it like a form of storytelling, but for other people to tell their story. You know, I would hide. I was like, but I like storytelling. And then I feel like for DJing, same. Like, I feel like when I DJ, I'm like telling a story. Like, each of my playlists are like a story or like a mood or how to get out of this funk or whatever. But it's always like storytelling for me, like through the words.
Yeah.
So that also inspires me when DJing. It's like that I'm storytelling, but just through music, and it's like easier a little bit, you know. Easier
than words, because sometimes words are hard. Words are hard as fuck.
Yeah, but yes, same.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Storytelling, writing. That's like where it goes down for us.
And then I like having a good photo shoot. Like I love that. That really makes me feel good.
Yeah, me too. I like having a safe, creative photo shoot.
Yes.
Not like someone hitting my DMs being like, "Do you want to shoot lingerie?" And I'm like, "What?" Or I'm like, they're like, "Do you want to shoot?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's the idea?" They're like, "Well, do you have bikinis?" I'm like,
the fuck?
Like, do you? I'm like, what are you talking about? I have boudoir rates. And they're like, oh, never mind. I'll hit you up next time. And then they go and, like, scout a younger girl.
Yeah, younger and naive.
And I think, yeah, that's also sad. I'm all sad.
It's true.
But, no, I love a good creative photo shoot, though.
Me too. Yeah, I find those the best kinds of things I like to do.
It's fun.
And then I like scrapbooking. I like scrapbook since I was a kid. So
I used to scrapbook all the time with my friends.
Yeah,
in
it's
Southeast.
fun.
I remember I'd get dropped off and I'd bring like all the supplies, and then they'd have supplies and we'd be all scrapbook party. Scrapbook party.
Yeah, let's bring those back. I like those.
I love scrapbooking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not.
Well, I guess we can finish up, but it's been nice having you. I love all the conversations we have. Do you have anything that you'd like to add? Say, plug in. The floor is yours.
So where can I find your podcast at? Like, where is it? YouTube?
It's on everything, and now YouTube. So
cool.
YouTube, or for Unhinged, yeah, it's always been on YouTube.
I've seen it on YouTube. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, cute. I don't know. I just like to add. I don't know.
You can just plug in whatever you want to plug in.
I just feel like people should just continue to follow their dreams, do things on your own, don't depend on anyone. Like, most people are just going to take your ideas. Make sure you know who's following you, and like, your Insta is also your sacred place. You should protect it. I mean, it's most girls' diaries in a way.
Yeah, big facts. The whole internet's my diary.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, just be careful who you give your ideas to, because there's a lot of people just, like, taking intellectual property and...
Big facts.
But don't get discouraged. Like, next time, just do it on your own, or plot on your own, or don't even say a word till you get it.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is it a train?
That's confirmation. Where are we? All mad at Dala.
Took us too long to find the place. Now I'm hearing things.
I'm just kidding. No, but thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much for coming on. This has been UnhingedASF. If you have listened this long, make sure you hit that subscribe button, download, leave us a comment, and tell us you want Yoshika's fine ass back on this pod.
Yeah. Okay, they're gonna be like, no, fuck her.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.